Hello and welcome to Bear News. I'm Michaela Lander.
And I'm Ashley Franco. Coming up on today's show, I have an exclusive interview with the new UNC president. Stay tuned to hear his plans for the university.
And later, the White House passed an act to combat sex trafficking and the websites being used to arrange these crimes. Keep watching for our investigative report.
We've got all that and more on this episode of Bear News.
Don't go anywhere. Norton has about a month before she retires after 15 years as UNC's leader. That's when Dr. Andrew Feinstein steps in as UNC's new president. Tuesday evening, faculty, students, and the Greeley community met Dr. Feinstein and his family. My co-anchor Ashley Franco had the chance to chat with him and discuss his vision for UNC.
My name is Andy Feinstein. I'm the incoming president at UNC.
You can now put a face to the name you will definitely want to know during your years at UNC. Tuesday, the community gathered at the Fireside Lounge in the UC to meet Dr. Andy Feinstein and his family, the newest member to the community and the new president of UNC. Dr. Feinstein is currently in his fourth year as provost and senior vice president for academic affairs at San Jose State University. He has published more than 30 referred journal articles and is a co-author of 2 textbooks. Dr. Feinstein is ready to start his new chapter and has a lot of prospective ideas for UNC.
I want to bring excitement, enthusiasm, a true love for the university, an inquisitive nature. Those are things that certainly I'm going to be bringing to campus.
Excitement, enthusiasm, and an inquisitive nature. That's what students have to look forward to as Dr. Feinstein takes over as UNC's leader. He is committed to making campus a safe and inviting place for all students. When asked what he was most excited about, he immediately answered.
The students. Getting to know the students, their interests, their successes. Those are things that have drawn me to this institution and certainly will be bringing me a lot of joy as I spend time on campus.
Dr. Feinstein, along with his wife, daughter, and son, are extremely excited to start their new journey in Greeley and become part of the UNC family. He is looking forward to building on the reputation of UNC and wants to continue to see the university grow.
I continue growth as a wonderful university, providing a world-class education to students of Colorado and beyond.
Reporting from the Fireside Lounge, Ashley Franco, Bear News.
All of us at Bear News would like to welcome Dr. Feinstein to campus, and we are excited for his new chapter at UNC.
One of the challenges the new president faces is a budget deficit that brought concern campus-wide. Bear News reporter Logan Garcia is live in the studio with some good news and some bad news as far as the budget is concerned.
The good news is that UNC's budget isn't quite as far in the red as previously thought. The bad news is that it's still $6.5 million underwater. That's the word from Financial Officer Michelle Quinn as she met in a special meeting with the Board of Trustees Monday. Quinn told trustees the new deficit is about $2.5 million less than the original projection. She said some of the reductions are temporary, but others are permanent. The deficit stems from revenues not growing as much as expected when undergraduate enrollment growth didn't meet goals, and from increases in undergraduate student aid that UNC provides. To address the remaining shortfall, Quinn and the board talked about several ways to lower costs. They include reducing the undergraduate discounting percentage by reviewing family contribution expectations and other factors. Administrators also talked about curtailing staff and administrator travel and official functions. Another potential area of savings is by freezing salaries and holding vacant positions open longer to determine need and to structure replacement positions. Administrators also pondered the use of staff furloughs to save money, but in an email to campus leaders Tuesday afternoon, Quinn said administrators don't plan to recommend salary reductions or furloughs. Other possible reductions could come by deferring capital projects and limiting other investments. Administrators are still developing next year's budget. The Board of Trustees have to approve a new budget in June.
Thanks, Logan. We'll keep watch on the budget process and keep you informed about its impact for fall. It's been a typical spring here in Colorado with what seems like daily changes in weather. What are our current conditions, Braden?
Hi, I'm meteorologist Braden Denny, and right now our current conditions are partly cloudy with our temperatures in the mid-60s and our wind speeds at 18 miles per hour, and we have low relative humidity at 22%, which means that we have a red flag warning for this region until 8 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning, our forecast looks like it's partly cloudy, and the temperature is expected to steadily climb as the morning continues, with our wind speeds remaining in the low to mid-teens. Here's a temperature plot in this region of Greeley. As you can see in the basin, our temperatures are warmer than the other regions at 59 degrees, and it gets colder as we move west. I will have more for your forecasts later. Back to you.
Sex trafficking is a notorious crime affecting more than 20 million people worldwide. Recently, the White House took steps to combat sex trafficking within our borders. President Trump signed the Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act bill, or FOSTA. FOSTA reduces the protection of online platforms who participate in facilitating prostitution. Prosecutors and state attorneys general now have more power to charge websites for hosting sex trafficking ads and enabling victims. Why should you care about FOSTA? Well, this bill is in place. Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act will no longer apply to civil or criminal charges of sex trafficking. This decision comes days after prosecutors indicted the founders of the website Backpage.com on charges of facilitating prostitution and shut down the site. FOSTA critics say that sex workers used sites like Backpage as screening methods for clients. Now that screening method is gone. To learn more about sex trafficking in the Greeley area, visit freeourgirls.org. That's a local organization educating the community about sex trafficking.
Students all over the world are involved in Greek life. UNC alone has 25 fraternity and sorority life organizations. Students received an email from the dean last Friday expressing safety concerns involving Sigma Chi fraternity. The email starts off by saying, "At the University of Northern Colorado, all students must act with due respect and consideration for one another." The Dean of Students' office received multiple complaints accusing the fraternity of violating university policy. Sigma Chi is now banned by the university and is not allowed to host any events on its property until the dean's office conducts a thorough investigation. The dean included the fraternity's address in the email in order to notify students of the location of the fraternity house. The email also lists resources for students to turn to if they're involved in a difficult situation. Those resources include Assault Survivors Advocacy Program, the Counseling Center, Institutional Equity and Compliance, Student Outreach and Support, Community Standards and Conflict Resolution, and the UNC Police. The dean added that the safety of our students and all members of the campus community is of paramount importance.
Well, the crunch for available housing both on and off campus tightens as UNC enrollment increases each year. Director of Housing Services Brad Shade and Director of Residential Education Montez Butts said one of the biggest challenges is the limitation in resources for graduate and family housing. The popular Arlington apartments are affiliated with UNC and can house about 400 residents each year, including graduate students and families. But this year, about 600 students want one of those spaces. And to add even more hurdles, Butts says even residence halls had overflow issues the past 2 years.
So as enrollment has been growing, we've been meeting that need for undergraduate and transfer students. International also, because that's a growing population for us. So we've been able to meet that need, and we still have some flexibility. I think if enrollment continues to grow as predicted and desired to get to 15,000, I think that will continue to squeeze, but we will accommodate, and we may have to look to longer-term solutions.
Shade said accommodations include temporarily replacing students in lounge spaces or in resident assistant rooms.
Every new student who's going to come in is obviously going to have their own bed. They may have a shared table to use as a desk, but most of them will get their own desk as well. We give them, in many cases, we put in a wardrobe into that space. Some of our lounges, we've got them built in so that they're always there, and we're able to house people in an emergency right now.
If student enrollment continues to climb, the university will have to look into other permanent and affordable housing options.
That's right, Michaela. And students are having to search for their next place to live even earlier than in past years due to this increase in competition over housing.
So if you haven't had have a housing contract in place yet, better start looking. Well, stay tuned after the break for our full weather forecast by meteorologist Michaela Lucero.
And later, we have our latest in entertainment news. We have more after this short break.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Subway sandwiches, chips, cookies, soda, and fun games. What more could college students ask for? The university held the first Leadership Award ceremony in honor of 8 clubs and organizations. Before the ceremony started, students could hang out and play cornhole or drink a soda pop and chat with other students. UNC's clubs sponsored 50 events this spring and raised more than $25,000. Zoe Campbell and Anna Gay led the program in announcing this year's winners. The club and organization of the year went to African Students United, and the Community Impact Award went to Best Buddies. Outstanding Member of the Year went to Lexi Highland, and the Officer of the Year went to Curtis Boddicker. UNC Bear Hug won the Bear Pride Award, and after the awards, the winners got to take their picture and enjoy the rest of the show. Getting involved on campus is easy to do with so many amazing opportunities. For more information on what events are coming up and what clubs you may want to join next year, check out unco.edu/clubs.
Each week, Bear News brings you the latest about entertainment. Reporter Zoe Campbell joins us in the studio with the latest.
That's right, this weekend was huge for music lovers. The annual Coachella Music Festival took place in Indio, California. The music festival features more than 100 acts on 5 stages over 2 weekends. But one artist stole the show as the headlining act. Who? None other than Beyoncé. She made history as the first Black woman to headline Coachella, and her performance led many to dub the festival Baychella. Her performance was an unprecedented celebration of Black cultural influence in America. She performed for 2 hours and featured special guests including her husband and Grammy winner Jay-Z, along with her sister Solange. Fans also got to see a highly anticipated reunion of Destiny's Child as singers Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams joined the singer on stage. While Beyoncé's performance stole the show, other artists like Eminem headlined the festival's other days. Up-and-coming artist SZA performed on the first day and surprised fans when she brought out rapper Kendrick Lamar on songs Doves in the Wind and All the Stars. And speaking of Kendrick Lamar, the Grammy-winning rapper became the first non-classical or jazz artist to win the Pulitzer Prize in music. He won the award for his most recent project released in 2017, which also won Best Rap Album at the 2018 Grammy Awards. The Pulitzer Prize committee described the album as a virtuosic song collection unified by its vernacular authenticity and rhythmic dynamism that offers affecting vignettes capturing the complexity of modern African-American life. And in news about television, Dancing with the Stars just announced the cast of the upcoming season, and there's a twist. This season features only professional athletes. Producers selected 10 athletes to compete in the 4-week competition. The list of competitors includes figure skaters Tanya Harding, Adam Rapone, Mariah Nagasu, retired basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Notre Dame basketball star Urike Ogunbowale. The list continues with Olympic athletes Chris Mazur, Jamie Anderson, and Jenny Finch-Daigle. It should be an exciting competition this year as these championship athletes vie for the mirror ball. The new season premieres Monday, April 30th on ABC. And that does it for entertainment news this week. Back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Zoe. Stay tuned to Bear News for more updates on all things music, movies, and television. Are you ready for a whole new world? A new fantastic point of view? That's what you can expect as the hit Broadway show Aladdin makes its Denver debut. The show features all the same beloved characters from the movie, including Princess Jasmine, the Sultan, Genie, and of course, Aladdin. The musical runs from now until April 28th at the Buell Theater. After Denver, the cast and crew continue on a North American tour through August of 2019. You can get tickets for the show now on the Denver Center for the Performing Arts website.
Well, as we revealed earlier in the show, the university is gearing up to welcome our new president onto campus. With finalist Andrew Hale Feinstein set to join the UNC community, Bear News reporter Sarah Methuselah asked students what they hope the new president will bring to campus.
I'm Sarah Methuselah reporting from the McKee Breezeway, asking students what they hope the next president will bring to UNC.
I honestly just hope that they spend the money wisely. I know that that's not completely their call, but I know we could invest it better.
I would like to see him or her be fair to all students and to fight for students' rights and to not just say okay to when the faculty shuts him or her down, but to actually stand up strong and always try to give their best effort for the students.
More squad racks to the gym, hopefully. Let me think. I don't know, maybe more computer resources to use besides the library resource. Maybe just, I don't know, just more maybe opportunities to learn for internships and stuff as well. I mean, you don't see too much of that being here.
I hope the next president will help us in our financial situation, but I also just hope that just new ideas, new innovations, just something fresh, you know?
Reporting from the McKee Breezeway, I'm Sarah Methuselah, Bear News.
Because of Colorado law, Dr. Feinstein can't formally accept his new role as a bear until April 24th.
It was a really great opportunity to get to chat with him this week.
Yeah, I'm sure. And that's our show for tonight. Thanks for joining us this evening. Be sure to look out for us as our reporters cover weekly events around campus.
Until then, visit our website, BearNews.tv, where you can find links to our Twitter and Instagram, catch all of our previous episodes, and read more about the stories we cover.
Be sure to follow us, and we will see you next week for our final show of the semester.